let's talk about the real estate impact. More cranes are in Toronto, Canada, than any other city in North America. Just learned that from our new guest here, Brad Lamb, Lamb Development Corp., one of the most famous realtors and real estate developers in Canada, also a well-known media and TV personality. Brad, thank you very much for joining us. As a guy that sells apartments, a guy that builds apartments, big buildings, you've got current projects under works. What is going to happen to the real estate market in Canada from the oil shock?
Well, we have kind of two markets. I would say Saskatchewan and Alberta, our prairie provinces, are more affected by oil prices being low than the East Coast and British Columbia, the West Coast. So I think that you'll see British Columbia and the East Coast provinces do very well this year. Similar to last year, Toronto had 8% volume growth and 6% price growth last year.
Did that keep up?
Well, we've had that for 8 or 9 years in a row.
Yeah, but oil prices have been going up for the last 6 of those 8.
Yeah, but see, Ontario is our manufacturing province, and we're more positively affected by low oil prices than high oil prices. I mean, our central government's affected negatively. Obviously, they get oil revenues as a tax revenue. But overall, I think that, like I said, the East Coast and the far West Coast will be in great shape. We're seeing slowdowns in Alberta. I have a bunch of development sites out there, and sales are off what they were. But again, the two hottest markets last year were Edmonton and Calgary, that had 10% volume growth last year, and 6% in Calgary price growth, and 5% in Edmonton. So they were hot provinces last year, and that's not sustainable anyway.
No, it's not. I'm glad to hear you say that. I was going to push back on you. I mean, when you look at 1986, oil prices were like this. I had people in Calgary yesterday remind me that homes sold for $1 there in '86 when the price bust in oil happened.
Yes.
What are you projecting?
Well, see, in 86 and in 91 and in 2008, we had bad recessions. We're not in a recession. Our country is expanding and has expanded for about 2%, 2.5% GDP growth for since the recession, really. And your country is now expanding. So we're not expecting a recession in Canada, but I think we are looking at certain provinces performing worse than last year. And also, no one can believe that oil prices are going to fall forever. I mean, this is a resource that's very expensive to extract out of the ground. There's only a few places in the world that are making any money in oil.
You know, I'll tease it. I've got a chart coming up. I'm going to show in the next block, 25-year history of oil. It might surprise some people about where the price of oil may be. Final question. As a real estate guy, how much do you watch the price of oil?
I don't watch the price of oil at all.
No, not important to you.
It's not that it's not important. I'm interested in recessions and crises, right? So if oil continued to be at this level for a year and a half or 2 years, I'd be concerned. But for 4 months, 8 months, a year, I don't think it's an issue for us.
That's the question, I guess, Brad, is how long does this last? Brad Lamb, we appreciate it. Lamb Development Corp. Thank you very much. Good to meet you, man.
Thank you.
I know you're a big star up here, too. So
oh, yeah.
I'll come on your show, and you'll come on, and then we'll flip.
Sure.
All right? I know nothing about real estate. Brad, thank you very much.